Okay, here we go again for another session topic. And while I'm waiting for my kids because they have youth activity somewhere here in our neighborhood, well, we're going to talk some relevant situations or circumstances that happened just recently. I don't know if you heard the news with what we know about the recent flash flooding happened in central Texas last Friday. Well, it was a catastrophic massive flooding that struck central Texas, causing a sudden surge of around 20 to 26 feet on the Guadalupe River near Kerrville, leading to widespread damage and even road wipeouts or washouts. So it's so tragic how the lives of dozens were lost in the Texas flood at the Christian summer called Camp Mystics. You know what? I've heard a lot of comments and even read some of them, and it goes like this: how could God allow such a thing? Very terrible. Those kids were for Him, and He let this happen? Why? Why, oh God? So, hard questions. Sometimes it is no answer at all. Well, all I can say and think is that in this moment, we are hit in the face with a cold reminder that we are truly in a fallen world. A world of tragedy, full of pain and heartbreaks. And the God of the Bible never hides this fact. Actually, we know Job. Job lost it all. His family, he lost his health, he lost his wealth. And even though he regained his wealth triple times, well, the follow-up question is what about his family who already died? So the only way Job was able to move forward in his situation was through the hope he had. See, we can see Job's hope was never in this world. It was in the one thing that God does in his promise. At the resurrection day, he knew it was then that he would be fully restored. Jesus also demonstrated this in his messages. His life was full of sacrifice. His life is also full of brokenness and ultimately a painful way of death. Yet he demonstrated the hope of God through the resurrection. So, my friends, in this tragic moment we have in this world, yes, most of the time we cry, we mourn, but not as like of those without hope. Why? Because in First Thessalonians chapter 4, 13 to 14, it sounds like this. The Bible says that in the Lord's coming, my dear friends, we want you to understand and don't be ignorant how it will be for those followers who have already died. Then you won't grieve over them and be like people who don't have any hope. So, to continue with that message, we believe Jesus died and was raised to life. We also believe that when God brings Jesus back again, He will bring with Him all who had faith in Jesus before they died. Well, it sounds Jesus truly said, in this world you will have trouble, but take heart, or be encouraged. I have overcome the world. Well, in Jesus, even we're walking through the pain, we can have hope in the resurrection day. For as He was raised, so will be those whose hope is in Him. So let us keep praying for all grieving families and loved ones from this rapid flood tragedy as they need a lot of prayer for them, and that all affected may remain hopeful in God's promise of resurrection. In God's perfect time, the day of those children who died, I believe, will be reunited with their loved ones in heaven. So like what King David experienced, and when he said in 2 Samuel chapter 12, he said, while the child was alive, I fasted and wept to God for my baby to be with me and lived. But I said, who can tell whether the Lord will be gracious to me that the child may live? Well, but now he is dead. Yes, the baby died, but now he is dead. Why should I fast and punish myself? Can I bring him back again? The answer is no. But one thing is for sure, I shall go to him, but he shall not return to me. So that's the message for today. Some questions that we cannot answer, but definitely one day we will all die and we will meet our loved ones, our dearly loved ones who died already. So I hope we answered the questions and God bless you. And my kids are here now, finished. And Dalia, good. How's your project today?
It was pretty good, I guess.